Welcome to the Chat Flow, where we'll discuss various tools, ideas, and tips that can assist us during our awakening process. High school chemistry. It was one of the few school topics I understood. Our teacher was a quirky woman who was probably a shy kid growing up. She had a sense of humor that often made only herself laugh, but somehow I liked her. I could see her fitting very well with our physics teacher. They had something in common, but he was male and she was female. Anyways, one day she let us know that she didn't watch television. She was a refuser of the news and its negative daily input. I don't know how the other students received that bit of information. It's been how long since high school? 20 years. Obviously, I've remembered what she said. It somehow had an impact on me, her sharing that bit of personal life with us. I remember thinking, though, well, why would you go and do a thing like that? You'll be out of touch with society. My dear, quirky, former chemistry teacher, you did it. 20 years later, I got it. Thanks to your sharing, I started slowly realizing that the more news I listened to or watched, the more depressed I felt, heavy. For example, if I listened to a story of parents and their children, I empathize in a deep way. The saying of put yourself in the other person's shoes, that's often what I do without doing it on purpose. I've realized it's been happening since my childhood, but it's oftentimes overwhelming, flooding emotions, soaked up sadness and despair. The act of empathizing is a beautiful thing. It keeps our feelings of connection open. You are understanding and feeling what the others are going through. It's actually very beautiful. Eventually, though, you end up seeing so much of this stuff that you wind up becoming numb. I believe eventually, in order to protect ourselves, our system starts numbing us so we no longer are in this constant state of a flood of emotions. The catalyst to get back to that feeling of emotions and empathy needs to be more and more intense, meaning that the stories, news, need to be really horrible in order to get us back to the point of feeling again. Let's think about it. If every day, a few times a day, I let myself soak in the information of news that is heavy and depressing, which the majority is, that's how the media makes money and attracts, every day. By the end, smack dab depression, because I would start to believe that the world really does suck. People obviously must only be doing these crazy, jacked up things to each other, animals, nature. Stop. Rewind. Let's skip a few of those lines. What happens if the news I let myself hear and see is of a different kind? What happens if I start with a dose of good news? Every single day, I will be reminded of the goodness of people. I will see positive stories from around the world. I will be reminded of the beauty and start to notice it more because my energy level starts to look for the match of what I've been letting into my psyche. So, try and experiment with yourself. Take a break from the typical media input. Take control of your news feed and what you allow into your psyche. Put out positive, take in positive. Post it up with positivity. You got this. How do you feel after watching the news? If you watch the news at all. How do you and how does your body feel energetically? Start asking yourself and try to turn it off. You can find me on Instagram under Flow Mami Reiki or on Facebook where you can join the Flow Tribe where we'll discuss all kinds of energetic topics. And if you're interested in learning Reiki yourself, check out my website at www.flowmamireiki.com and you'll find Learn Reiki 1 online. It's ready. Peace out and much love. And until the next time.